she goes on adventures back in time, right?
Yes, to the Viking era. So tons of research. That's fun for me because I have a degree in writing, but a minor in history. So I love that idea of kind of weaving that into the storyline. So yeah.
So how does research fit into your writing of fiction? Because when you write fiction, I mean, Tom and I both write fiction. We know that the blank page is the invitation to do what you want. But you, as a writer of historically tinged fiction, have a responsibility to get at least some things true to how it was. So how do you navigate that?
So I think there's a fine line of respect that needs to take place. So my brother-in-law happens to be from Denmark, the country, not here in Wisconsin, and I got to go visit for their wedding, and I got to see some Viking graveyards, which were really cool to me because where we obviously maybe have a tombstone, if they didn't have a boat to put them on at sea and light a flame, then they would put them in kind of in an oval shape with boulders all around to look like a ship. And so I got to see that type of graveyard. So little things like that just stuck out to me, and that type of stuff you can't mess with. That is true to the culture. But when it comes to the mythology, that's where you can kind of bend some of it, if you will. So I didn't want to do what Marvel has already done because I figured they've done a very successful job at that. So there's no Thor and things like that in there. But I do have a character named Freya that is one of the goddesses, but that is not she, who I've written about. So yes, there are aspects where historically I need to say there were 9 realms. That is what the Vikings believed in, so I want to be respectful and have 9 realms in my story, but I can have a little flavor with some of my characters that maybe didn't exist then. Quick example is one of the friends that Freya goes back in time and meets is a boy named Eric, and he's a berserk. So that means when he wears his little bearskin jacket in battle, he's invincible. And I figured, well, he's got to have a way of not being invincible. So I tweaked that type of mythology, and if he's wearing it inside out, then it's just like a normal coat kind of thing. So yeah, so there's some fun, learning all of their rich history, learning all of the mythology, but then tweaking it.